Tonight, Ross seemed unfazed a little bit by Michael Johnson's injury, but as a playing group, is there a little bit of concern that you've lost a pretty important player to your setup?
I think your first concern's for Jono the person. It's a really disappointing circumstance for him. He'd love to be out there fighting away with us on the weekend. So, we're really disappointed for him. But in terms of, I guess, the game on the weekend, we move on pretty quickly and really focus on the guys who are out there and putting our best foot forward.
He plays a certain role in your team. Are you confident you've got another player who can step into that role?
Yeah, he's a super player, and he, like you said, he does read the play really well and defends. Defends and offends really, really strongly as well. So, but we train really hard, and guys are thrown around different roles at training. So we're pretty confident that whoever comes in will be able to fill that role.
Why is the team so good at doing that? Being able to move players around and then being able to accept those roles? It seems like something, particularly with the defence, that you've been able to do for 2 or 3 years.
I think it's the way footy's going. There's less rotations and guys need to be able to run more, so it means you have to spend a bit more time down back or up forward if you're a midfielder and vice versa. So I think it's just something that's evolved, and I think you'll see in a lot of teams guys can play dual positions, and we do train it. Like I said, we do train it strongly during the week and be able to prepare for it on game day.
You seem to spend a bit of time everywhere on the field. Are you predicting you'll spend a bit more time down back this week?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure exactly who will come in, but yeah, I've spent a lot of time down back this year and through the midfield. So yeah, happy to play whatever role's thrown at me as long as I'm out there on the weekend.
And with how good Sydney's forward line is and the loss of Jono, there's probably going to be a few tweaks and bits and pieces going on in defence. You're going to be happy to stand in the hole in front of some big monsters like Tippett and Bay?
Yeah, it just comes with the territory. Yeah, you go when it's your turn, so that's been a strength of the group, and no doubt I'll be put in that position, and happy to do it all the time for the boys.
Is that versatility, your versatility, is that your best strength, being able to play almost anywhere in the park?
Oh, yeah, I suppose you like to think that you can play whatever position's thrown at you, and different things happen during the game. So yeah, I do get to train it half back and on the wing and a little bit forward, but it's just something that evolved the way the team's going. So yeah, I'm happy to play down back as well as on the ball.
Who have you matched up on Sydney-wise? Because there's one guy, if you're going to play half-back, called Adam Goods, who probably would be more a midfield or up forward, but in this setup he's probably a half-forward, isn't he? Yeah,
he's probably spent more time up forward this year, and know how dangerous he is, and whoever gets him will have to be right on their toes, because he can turn a game really quickly. So along with a whole host of their players. So if it's me, then obviously I have to lock down him and do my best, but I'm sure there'll be many people that I'll go through on the weekend.
We've spoken a lot about the forward line of Sydney. What do you think are some of the other strengths perhaps in that midfield that have made them such a good team for so long? Yeah,
they're a super hard running team, and we know that they work up and down. It's not just one way. They're really two-way team, and also around clearances they're led by Josh Kennedy and Luke Parker. They're clearance kings, so we're going to have to be really strong in that area, and it's won and lost in the midfield, so that'll be our aim on the weekend.
How attentive do you have to be given the quality of their spread? How much do you have to pay attention to where the footy is and how quickly it can go back the other way?
Yeah, we'll have to be really strong. Reaction time is going to be key on the weekend. Once the ball leaves the area, react really quickly and make good decisions, because they will hurt you on the outside, and we can't afford too many slip-ups on the day.
Is the skinnier ground a little bit easier to defend?
Oh, potentially, yeah. But, it still faces its challenges, they get through. So, maybe a little bit in terms of the dimensions, but I haven't really seen the ground up close. I'm not exactly sure, how skinny it is.
Have you had your video review yet? And can I ask you, the passage of play, Chris Mayne laying a tackle on Westhoff, then going down the other end and taking a mark, was that shown?
It was shown, yeah. I think it was seared in everyone's memory on the day how strong an effort was, and I think Chris mentioned to me, he said he's back after the incident. So he's really I think he is back to somewhere where he's near his best, and that's what he prides himself on. It's it's his trademark. So to see that in action on game day was really strong, and it was really well received by the group.
Is it those type of efforts that you need in finals to go that one step further than you did last year?
yeah, it's going to take full 120 minutes of efforts like that and above. So it's what we've tried and build towards for the last 3 years, to be any time, anywhere, any circumstance, just digging in and doing those little things. So yeah, we'll need that on the weekend.
Just on that type of ferocity, you guys delivered an amazing attack on the ball carrier against the Swans last year. Do you look back at that game, or do the players look back at that game, or do you file that away and worry more about what you've been over the last 3 weeks?
I think you can draw on any game that your pressure's been really good, and knowing that we're capable of doing it. So certainly not the isolated incident when we played them last year. We just had a good result that day, but a lot's changed since then. But we do have confidence in that we have been able to produce elite pressure at certain stages of this season. So we'll be looking to bring that on the weekend.
How's your hamstring? You bounced back pretty quick.
Hammy's good, yeah. I think body's feeling good, touch wood, and hopefully we can stay injury free from the rest of the year.
Was it a shock to the system to miss a game? Because you hadn't missed from debut, is that right?
I think I missed one, early in my first year after my injury. Yeah, it's hard watching from the stands. I was on my couch, and it's not easy watching, and you want to be out there. You feel a bit helpless watching. So the aim is to stay healthy and fit from here.
Have you done a rain dance over the last 24 hours? Did that help you on the weekend?
No, we haven't heard our catch cry anywhere any time, so we don't really mind the weather. But we don't really mind, to be honest. Probably nice for the fans to have a nice dry day, so I'll look after them.
Now, when you've got a player the likes of Nat Fyfe with the skills that he brings, what does his return do for the side? Does it lift the mood just a little bit more?
He's a super player, and we know what he brings on game day. He's really tough at the contest, and he's got aerial presence. So we're thrilled to have him back, but he'll have to play his role, and I'm sure he's ready to go. He's been hungry to be back out there with the boys. So I think we expect a really strong performance from Nath.
And what's the mood like sort of going into the weekend now? We're on the halfway mark of the week. Is it excitement, determination? What's going around the group?
I think excitement's probably one thing. We're ready to go now. We got the sort of season out of the way, now the real season starts. So the boys are really excited about the challenge that comes on Saturday, and the series ahead, because that's where it all starts, and we're looking forward to it.
You've kicked over 100 points in your last 3 games. Is that a concerted effort to increase your attack, or is it only because you've probably had Walters back in, Valentine, playing permanently, Mayne's getting better?
It's been an aim all year to score more, and I think it's with the addition of Michael Walters and having Ballas, them working together, has been, I suppose, a small part of that. But I think just our ball movement and trying to be defend a little bit better as well has given us more opportunities. So it's been an aim for since Ross arrived to score more. So it's been good the last few weeks that we have been able to hit the scoreboard a little bit more.